I don't like to make impulse decisions. I don't like to change my original predictions just because we won a couple of games on the bounce. I said that Man City would be finishing fourth. I said that we are in a top four race right now. We are on the same points right now as Manchester United. Somehow we're 1 point ahead of Liverpool. We're behind Sunderland. We're behind Bournemouth. Arsenal are going to run away with this league. Okay, their defense is incredible. Best defense in Europe by far. It's not even close. Manchester City just lost to Villa at Villa Park for the third consecutive time in a row. First time this has happened since 1975.
Kevin De Bruyne!
And obviously, we're going to start with Aston Villa. Not too much to be said. I don't think Aston Villa thoroughly dominated Manchester City. You know, I'm not just saying this to cope with our performances, and I don't want to disrespect Villa, but they weren't attacking wise. They weren't exceptional by any stretch of the imagination. Defensively, they were outstanding. Okay, Onana was everywhere. Every time we had a cross in the box, he was there. Every interception, it was him. Every single time our attacks got stopped, it was because of Amadou Onana. He was exceptional. Man of the match. McGinn was decent. Sancho, Madsen, Malen was good. Lucadinho was decent, but Konza and Onana, they were absolutely amazing. Matty Cash, exceptional. His one-on-one defending against Jeremy Doku, against Savinho was incredible today. Aston Villa deserved the win today, not because of their amazing attacking prowess, but because they were defensively sound. This just shows the difference between Manchester City and the other top teams in Europe. I saw a Sky Sports video and they put Man City as the sixth best team in the world. Again, look, I love my club, but I'm also a very honest fan. We are not top 10. We are not a top 10 team in Europe by any stretch of the imagination. When the going gets tough, all we can do is rely on Erling Braut Haaland. I am absolutely not going to be talking about Erling Braut Haaland in a negative sense today because he can blank for the next 10 games. I'm not going to really give a shit because this guy has been carrying us. He put this club on his back for the last 15 games. If it wasn't for Erling Haaland, we'd be sitting close to the relegation zone right now. Erling Braut Haaland, he maybe should have done better with that one-on-one chance. He got onto his left foot. It was really predictable. He should have shot with his right foot, similar to that chance he had against Arsenal at the Emirates. Besides that, I'm not talking about Erling Haaland in this video. If you ask me to choose between our defense, our midfield, and our attack, shockingly, I think our defense was actually the best. And you might be a little bit confused at that statement. But honestly, if you watch the game, our defense was decent. Our midfield, anemic. Our attack, non-existent. Okay, I remember those interceptions by Matheus Nunes. He didn't have the best of games. Sancho got past him really easily there. Slippy G, obviously. Matheus Nunes and slipping on the ground. Name a more iconic duo. You can't, besides Steven Gerrard. All I'm going to say is that Ruben Diaz, I thought was good today. Gavardio, not the best of passes. Some of his crosses were wonky, but I'm still remembering his defensive outputs today. The strong headers, getting up in there. Ruben Diaz with some headers to block some attacks from Aston Villa. Gavardio shimmying around Lucadinho, crossing into the box with his right foot. Savinho with the shot. I mean, our defenders did a lot of good things today. Donnarumma also. I almost forgot about Donnarumma. Made a mistake and then just completely bounced back. Another great save. Donnarumma didn't have the most to do. Again, like I said, Aston Villa weren't that great attacking-wise. That was just a moment of brilliance by Matty Cash. Bernardo Silva is not a defender. I'm not slating him for that. That was just a fantastic goal by Matty Cash with his weak foot. That was exquisite. I can sort of combine my frustrations with the attack and the midfield all in one. The biggest takeaway from this game is exactly what you are all thinking. I do not want to see Savinho or Oscar Bobb start the next 5 Premier League games. The next 5 Premier League games, I want to see Jeremy Doku, I want to see Cherki, I want to see Marmoush. Okay, I want to see those players. It took Pep Guardiola 75 bloody fucking minutes to put Cherki inside the game, okay? When you're playing in such a congested game, in a fortress for us, Villa Park, Okay, when you need some dynamism, when you need some creativity, when you need some unpredictability, you have a player that is a maverick at all these traits, and that is Ryan Cherki. This Algerian motherfucker should be starting the game. This guy is exquisite with his unpredictability. You remember that pass that he did with Erling Haaland on that free kick, right foot, Erling Haaland like 10 yards back, and he just knew Ryan Cherki would find him. Cherki is exquisite with delivering the balls with his left foot. As soon as he came on, and Marmoush came on, suddenly we looked so good attacking wise. Suddenly we had some shots against Aston Villa, against Emi Martinez. Okay, it's not fucking rocket science. I want Bernardo Silva to be benched. I want Savinho to be benched. I want Oscar Bobb to be benched. I love Oscar Bobb. I love Savinho. I love Bernardo Silva. They need to be benched. Did Savinho play absolutely horrible here? Is he at fault for everything? No. Okay, people are just going to say that because they have a personal vendetta against him. Yes, that 70 million bid from Tottenham is looking worse and worse and worse. We should have accepted it. It's no surprise I'm seeing rumors of Michael Elise coming back to Manchester City. I'm pretty sure he came from our academy a long time ago. And rumors of that, it makes no sense. Why would he leave the best team in the world, the joint best team in the world with Paris Saint-Germain, to come back to Manchester City? It makes no sense in my opinion. And the reason we have those rumors is because I don't think Pep Guardiola trusts Oscar Bobb. I don't think we trust Oscar Bobb and Savinho long term. And it really pains me to say that because they're still young. They're still young. Okay, we have a tendency as fans to want brilliance as soon as they turn 17 years old. Okay, some of the greatest players in football history started peaking at 25, 26, 27 years old. Nobody was talking about Kevin De Bruyne at 22, 23, 24. Nobody was talking about Kevin De Bruyne on a global scale. Nobody was like, oh, Kevin De Bruyne played a horrible game. Oh, he's shit. Wolfsburg, let me just sell him. No. Players peak at different times, and we all want exquisite goals and passes as soon as players turn 20 years old, 19 years old. It takes time. However, they can't just be putting these performances when we need the goals. They need to be benched, and we have other players like Marmoush and Cherki on our fucking squad that deserve to be starting. Okay, no defensive midfielder today, which is weird because Nico Gonzalez came in and he played actually decently. Okay, I saw him control the tempo. I see him slowing the game down and actually putting in the right passes and getting into those positions to make combinations with our wingers. Why did he not start the game? Honestly, and I'm not just saying this because he's our golden child, he's our most favorite whatever, but I thought Stones and Phil Foden, I'm not just saying this because they're English, I thought Stones and Foden were decent today. I don't have a quarrel with any of those players today. Foden, maybe he could have done a little bit more. He was dropping back. Some great passes out wide to Jeremy Doku when he came on. I'm not gonna forget that little L turn, those little cute little passes that he did to Johnny Reijnders. Those were great. To Johnny Reijnders today, woeful. Okay, like I said, his only good performance of the season was Wolves on his debut. Okay, and I have a high standard for Tijani Reijnders. It's not like he's played shit every single game. I just expect him to have an 8 or 9 out of 10 performance today, out of 10, these arbitrary numbers. However, he just hasn't quite gotten to those heights yet. This is why the Premier League is the best league in the world. You just never know which teams are going to go on a 4-game losing streak. We didn't see this from Liverpool. Everybody thought Liverpool was going to run away with the league. But now it looks like Arsenal are going to run away with this league. Sunderland are top 3. I don't know how the fuck Sunderland are a better team than Man City in the Premier League. It is absolutely astonishing. Okay, Bournemouth is exceptional. They lost Kerkez. They lost Dean Huijsen, okay? And they somehow got even better. That just shows the brilliance of managers and reinventing themselves. Guardiola is still doing the same exact tactics with the same exact players. It's starting to piss me off a little bit. I'm not turning on Guardiola, obviously not. Just start Ryan Cherki the next fucking game. Cherki, Marmoush. I'm not talking about this game against Swansea. I could give a shit. I'm talking about the next Premier League game. And I know some fans on social media are going to be talking about Savinho's performance against Villarreal earlier last week. I could care less. Champions League group stage matches, they literally mean fuck all to me. No, I'm not saying I want to lose every single one of those games. I fully expect Man City to get into the playoffs. I think like 80% of the fucking league makes it into the playoffs. Your league position means nothing. As long as you make it into the playoffs, It's good. Paris Saint-Germain won a fucking treble. They almost got relegated from the Champions League phase. It means nothing to me. Playing against Villarreal is nothing in terms of difficulty than playing against Aston Villa at Villa Park. It's such a polarizing atmosphere. It really, really is. A 10 times harder game than Villarreal. Savinho was amazing. Savinho was amazing. I could give a shit. Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. I misspoke. It's not that I don't give a shit. I appreciate these performances, but I really want you to show your valor and your grit and your ability, your footballing ability and your prowess against a Premier League game. Every single Premier League game, I have this mentality as a City fan. I think you all can agree. If you're sitting in Manchester right now listening to this, you 100% agree with me. If you're in Africa, if you're in Asia, if you're in South America, if you are a City fan, and if you've been watching this team for several years, and you understand the culture and the mindset of this fan base, you will 100% agree with me on this. Every single Premier League game, it's a must-win. I have that must-win mentality. Oh, it's a Premier League game. I have to watch it. Oh yeah, first round of the Champions League against Villarreal. Oh yeah, we tied. Oh, 2-2 against Monaco. Oh yeah, no big deal. Swansea on Wednesday. Okay, great. We lost that game. Okay, great. We lost to Aston Villa. Oh my God. Let me know your thoughts on today's game. Let me know your thoughts on the substitutions. Should they have been done earlier? I think we all know what we're all gonna say, but I still want to hear your opinion. Who should be benched? Who should be starting more? I don't really want to ask y'all who to blame because I think it's a collective effort. Though some players should have done more, the manager should have done more, in my opinion. Regardless, let me know your thoughts and what you think our season objectives should be for the remainder of this season. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time.